everybody, welcome back to Saturday Shop Talk. We are taking some photos of DVDs today. We've got a big tote of them to get through yet, so figured I'd get some of those done today. Teresa's over there taking pictures of patches, I believe.
I am.
Yay.
Patches and stickers from the Navy.
And we do have quite a few comments. Well, actually, we have a lot less comments than we usually have, but we have quite a few to go through, so we're just going to jump into it.
Hold on, I got to apologize in advance.
You got to apologize?
If we don't hit your comment, it's not because...
Oh, I missed a few comments last week or the week before. It happens, guys. I get distracted easily. I'm sorry. So let's see. First one, Winter Antiques. That'd be Josh. I believe that's Josh.
It is Josh.
I'm stuck spinning my wheels. List every day, but always feel so far behind. So this was on our 7 stages of eBay grief video. Josh, I feel your pain, man. I think everybody gets there. I will say List Easier has kind of taken that away for us for the most part. When we can knock out 200, 300, 400 listings in an afternoon. So really our bottleneck is just getting sat down and
our bottleneck
taking
is taking pictures. Yes.
Yeah, taking photos. If we could take the photos, the listing becomes very not a big deal. And because of that, that whole feeling stuck or feeling behind, that we don't have that as much anymore. We do tend to batch things. Like you'll see on these Saturday Shop Talks, I'm usually doing batches of the same type of thing. And if I don't have a batch of something to list, it might sit for a little bit. It might go in a tub until I have a batch. That doesn't always work. Sometimes you can't do that. But that does tend to happen more often now. And we know that when we buy, so we're more careful about that when we buy. That thing is filthy. I think I've had this problem before. Whoop, there's that. One sec.
Holding up the show.
Looks like somebody dumped laundry detergent on the back of this thing. I don't know what's all over it. It's gross. It's green. I might not want to know. I'm sure customer doesn't want that though.
No. We want your...
Hopefully it's just on the outside and you behave over there, Teresa.
That's why I didn't say it. I just kept it to myself.
Look at this. Would you send that? I don't even know what that is. It's like they spilled laundry detergent or something.
I don't think I would sell that one.
Yeah, we're going to set that one off. Let's see. Get Low, A True Tale. Ah, man. Some of these DVDs, I swear, what are they doing with this stuff?
They were having fun.
That is so gross on there. It looks like they were playing it over a deep fat fryer or something. It's just greasy. What are you people doing? Making French fries while you watch movies?
Maybe.
All right, Get Low, you're next.
Get Low.
Get Low,
Get low, get low,
A True
get low.
Tall Tale. Let's see, I gotta delete that other one so I don't mess it up. Jacob Deal says, this is my favorite video of yours. Nice job with it. That was also on the 7 stages of eBay grief. Thank you, Josh.
Watch some more. You'll get more entertained.
Thank you, Jacob. Sorry for calling you Josh. I was still on Josh's comment, I guess. Hopefully you like Saturday ones too. We've had a lot of people say they like Saturday better than our normal ones, but we're gonna have to stick with doing both. It's either or, so you can watch once a week, no matter what.
Yeah, because if we don't do Wednesday videos,
we don't have comments for these.
Yeah, so we have to do both in order to get both.
They kind of feed each other. So it's kind of what makes the Saturday videos work. So I'm glad you did like the Wednesday video though, and thank you for commenting. Dina with the Lake Exchange.
Dina!
The big regret was buying stuff for a year before I started listing. Most of that's still in my basement, starting to clear it out and donate back. That would break my heart. Not that we haven't donated stuff back, but to buy for a year and then realize that you really have no choice but to start getting rid of it because you have too much. Why not just list it? I'm curious, like,
Tina has a full-time job.
Is it just a space issue at this point? Like you just can't with the space anymore? I get that. Like we've been there.
Tina, what you got? I'll make a trip over to Wisconsin. It's not that far.
Yeah, put it on the dollar auction.
Oh, I was just saying I
can help you clear that stuff out. Josh says, thank you so much. Heavy Harmony says, pay-per-click ads in your description is more accurate than you think. I don't know if that's true. I thought my description was pretty accurate. It sounds like you agree.
She said it's more accurate than
I think. But I thought it was pretty accurate.
I mean, we used to do it for a living, but...
Heavy Harmonies also says bots make pay-per-click money printing machine go broop. I had to make the sound effect. I'm sorry, guys. They put in the BRRRR, so I had to do the sound effect. Let's see, is that all 3 movies? It says it's 3 movies. Oh, it's 3 discs. It's not one. Wasn't that special? A 3-feature movie collection, and it's actually 3 separate discs. Let's see here. AZ Cat Sue.
Sue!
Teresa. Teresa's getting the Sue call out. I'm in the stage of chaos. Aren't we all? I'm getting better at buying, but still no real system for organization. It is tough doing it solo with a day job. Yeah, I can imagine. It's a lot just being full-time and having your whole time dedicated to this and having a spouse who's doing it with you. Like going to part-time and solo that'd be rough. I know we've talked about that a few times. I think Teresa would still do this. I think I would find something else to do. I don't think I would do it. It's a lot.
What would you do? You would go into programming and stuff again, wouldn't you?
I mean, it depends. Like, I would probably do 10 different things.
No lie to that.
I'm not good at doing just one thing. Like, I think we've discussed that too. Let's see. Joe Ambley. Sorry for that loud case opening. I hope that's not too distracting. Says, I agree that the 90-day total is the best metric for success. So many sellers seem to think it's like a job at a company where they expect to get the same dollar in sales every day, which doesn't really make sense. Actually, that's being polite. It has no basis in reality. Yeah, the 90-day total. I mean, if you're looking for stability and consistency in eBay, you really can't look at less than a 90-day. I mean, we've tried forever. Like, 90 days is the shortest period of time where we see real consistency at all. Like, it is a roller coaster. I mean, we might get to day 87 and be like, this month is going to suck. And then
88, 89, and 90
right,
could go whoop.
Couple $2,000 days all of a sudden, and all of a sudden you're back to your 90-day total. But our 90-day total is very consistent, and it really has been at every level from just starting till now. That 90-day, while it's climbing, while we're growing and all that stuff, it's always been very consistent. So that's the one I would base all my decisions on for sure. Might have to clean these a little when we send them out. They're a little smudgy on a few of them. Deanna Van Beek says, how do you do your bookkeeping? Do you pay cash at cash for garage sale items? Do you have a specific accounting program that you use? Teresa, you want to field that one? Come on over.
I have a microphone. So we use primarily spreadsheets for our eBay business. We don't use accounting software for it much anymore. We've just found that it less complicates it. And as far as paying cash, we do pay cash. We just keep track of what we paid, and we either allocate it throughout that day to the items that we spent, or we know exactly what we spent depending on what we bought that day.
I think the short answer is we have one bank account.
Yes.
That's just eBay, and it's nothing else. And when we go to garage sales, we always stop by at an ATM and we pull out the money we want to carry with us for that day. And anything that comes out of that account ever is eBay inventory related. I mean, that's our store subscriptions or our inventories all come out of that account, and we don't take eBay money out of anywhere else. And our eBay stores are set to pay into that account. So it's just money in, money out. Very easy to track. That's the simplest way we found to do it. So when she says spreadsheets, it's not like we have an accounting spreadsheet set up that is doing all this work and we're entering stuff. It's not that. I mean, just download your 12 monthly bank statements at the end of the year. You'll have everything you need. Let's see. Tanya Neal says, please put your links to the other stores. We get asked that a lot.
They're on our link tree.
I don't know if they all are.
Oh, I don't know if they all are.
That one's a little scratchy. We'll have to clean that.
We can drop it in the bottom of this video.
I don't know if they all are. If I remember, I'll put all of our eBay store links below in the description of this video. We're not hiding them. And we've told everybody what the stores are. We're just not very good at remembering to put the links up. And part of that is we don't really necessarily want our viewers buying from our eBay stores just because they're viewers. Like, that's something we've never aspired to have happen. And it doesn't happen often. I mean, every now and then we do get that, but it's not it's not something that happens often, and we kind of want the stores to grow naturally. So, but we'll put the links in the bottom of this video for you.
I will try and remind him.
Janice McDonald says, I'm in the reconstruction phase. Your descriptions are right on. I'm 9NL6 at 1800 every 3 months. I'm at 1800 every 3 months, but realized some of the mistakes and ways to improve. I got distracted trying to 9F. Some things not really worth my time in selling.
9F.
I don't know if that
was
I think
a
that's
talk
just
to chat.
Yeah, I think there's some lost in translation there, but I kind of get the point. About 1800 every 3 months, I realized that some of the mistakes and ways to improve. I got distracted trying to sell off some things not really worth my time selling. Don't feel like that's a distraction. Like I wouldn't let you beat yourself up over that. That's part of the job. Everybody, I don't care how good a picker they are, everybody has things that don't sell, that end up having to find the back end of the business for liquidation, whether it's because they're not selling at the pace you need them to sell and they've timed out, or they just never sell and you got to liquidate. Like that's definitely not something to feel like you got distracted doing. That's part of the business, and it's a very important part of the business. So it sounds like you're on the right track though. Susan Rubinsky says, I love this topic. I've been reselling part-time on Etsy for years, but with no goals, systems, etc. Basically just for fun. In January of this year, I set some goals and actually created a 10-year reselling plan. I've increased some revenue 260%. Nice. Just added eBay to the mix in November and started using Nifty to cross-list. I have no idea where I am in the grief stages since I'm doing this part-time. My full-time job is also a self-created job that I started in 2003. Though I also owned other businesses before that as well. Thanks for sharing your experience. I love that.
Good job. I like it. You're like Corey. You just create your own jobs and...
I love the entrepreneur spirit. Like, it takes a lot of guts. Or, well, I don't even know if that's the right word for it. Like, some people have it in
fortitude.
them. I don't think that's it either. I mean, I think some people just kind of have that in them where they're willing, like taking a risk like that and starting a business is something that they're able to do and willing to do and excited to do. And some people, SSK Pro, a friend of mine, he's a good example. Like he loves the idea of being the entrepreneur and he loves the idea of creating a business, but he's also very analytical. Like he wants to analyze every part of it, what could go wrong, and figure all that out before taking the step and diving in. And that's the best way to never start. So when I hear of other people that are running businesses or have done other businesses, I always applaud that. Like that first step, just saying, you know what, I'm going to do it, and just doing it. Doesn't matter if it goes wrong. Doesn't matter if you fall on your ass. Just being able to take that first step is something probably 80% of the people never do, because there's always that one thing on their plan list that's like, this could happen. Like South Dakota could all of a sudden start having earthquakes, and that would ruin my lawn care business. Well, the odds are pretty slim, and you'll never know if you don't just take the step. So I love hearing stuff like that. So congratulations. Secondhand Life Shop says, Teresa, I love the Pink Floyd sweater. Oh, that's right. You were wearing Pink Floyd Wednesday, weren't you? My dad has been doing eBay for 20 years. I can't find things half the time because he has no organization for his eBay shop. He's in the denial stage that he needs it. My shop is over-organized because I couldn't handle not finding things. Yeah, ours is probably somewhere in between. You can see in here that we are not. This is a Waterworld DVD. It's burned. Like somebody burned.
Can't sell that.
We got bootleg copies in here, folks. Yeah, we're somewhere in between. We're not super organized, but when we get too far unorganized, we just kind of shut down and get organized. So we get real messy and then clean it up. That's kind of how we operate. Secondhand Life Shop says pounds per square. Yes, PSI is pounds per square inch,
It
not.
should be PSI.
Well, I think I said pressure per square inch. That's wrong. Pounds per square inch is exactly right. So thank you.
PSI because there's pounds per.
They don't put the per in there. The per is just per usual, silent.
Per is what my cat does.
What the heck?
Did you get another bootleg?
No, but I got Mad Max has The Hunt for Red October. We don't need that one. We'll keep Mad Max though. He's
Is it
in there.
supposed to be a 2-disc?
It is. Yep.
Do you have 2 discs?
Yep.
Oh.
We got it. But it's not supposed to be Hunt for Red October. You know, the funny thing, Hunt for Red October is the VHS tape I use for testing VCRs. Now I have one to test DVDs. We could just stay Hunt for Red October across the board. That feels empty. That's empty.
We have more of them back there that are empty.
Yeah,
There's burned
we may
copies
find
of
them yet. Sharon Morrow says, I do enjoy your movies. I definitely enjoy your Saturday. I can only sell on Marketplace because my internet is no good where I live. Well, thank you for saying these are movies. That sometimes I feel like the production value and the editing side almost feels like a movie. But thank you for watching. And hopefully, I mean, if you can post a comment or post on Marketplace, I would think your eBay would be good, or your internet would be good enough for eBay. It doesn't have to be great. I would just try a few listings and see what happens. At worst case, if you have a phone, you can list from your phone. You can do everything you need to on eBay. There are people who run their eBay stores completely off their phone. Like even the new thermal printers, you can print labels right from your phone. You never have to turn a computer on if you don't want. Hopefully they get your internet straightened out though, because that would sure, not that Marketplace isn't a good place, like a lot of people do really well there, but adding eBay to your game would sure change things. Side Gig said, did she really just say don't sleep on this brand about a bed mat?
I read that when we were talking about the video before we came out to record. And Corey's like, I just caught that.
Yes, she did. And the funny thing is, until like literally this morning, we didn't catch on. It wasn't an intentional joke. It just turned out to be really funny. So good catch. Nellie's Emporium says everything in my house could be put up for sale at any moment without warning to my family. That is very much how we kind of operate here.
What?
And vice versa. Everything in our inventory could become part of our decor without notice to the shop. Like it's very much a give and take. But I think what we said in the video was that since becoming resellers, it's very hard to have nice things. Like very hard to keep nice things. Because if they're nice things, they're probably worth money and they can help the business. So it does become a bit of a struggle to keep anything for yourself. But every now and then, like we got some really nice end tables and furniture for the house out of what we called the rich guy storage unit.
We got some lamps.
We got some really nice lamps.
Well, one lamp. The other one was broken.
They had an amazing, expensive bed in that unit too. Like one that adjusts like 5 different adjustments through the bed.
And it vibrates.
And it had a massager.
So I got to tell you about that bed.
We
while
didn't
we're talking
keep it,
about
though.
No, we didn't. We sold it to a college kid who moved it across the state to the other side of the state. And then he lives on what they say like the 2nd or 3rd floor. So he has to carry this like 600-pound bed frame up the steps.
I don't think.
That's a different one.
I know, but why's it got 2 movies in it?
Includes 7 bonus movies. That one I don't think is supposed to be in there.
I don't think that belongs there. I'm going to
Look
set
in the
that
back.
aside. I'll just set it aside. That one's a weird one. This one has $4 wrote on it. Donnie Brasso. Let's just hope you are worth $4, Donnie Brasso. Let's
Oh, that's
see.
supposed to be in there.
In Reality Exchange says, good channel, but the consistent theme with their video is not getting to the point. What could be a 5-minute video is commonly 30 minutes. And 2, they nag at each other, triggering me of my ex, which makes me nervous, thus raising my blood pressure. Other than that, for me, they are fairly informative when they finally get to the point. Thanks.
You know, it's just fun banter. It's not nagging. We just banter.
Oh, it's nagging.
I don't nag. I
So
do
you're-
nag. I do nag.
It's-
But anyways, I mean,
hey,
who
mind your
wants to watch a
business.
5-minute video? Mind your business. So just an FYI, that is the mood Teresa is in today, is just to tell people to mind their own business. So
No, if we appreciate you watching, no matter what your opinion is of the video. Like it, love it, hate it, critique it. Like, we appreciate it all. So thank you for watching. 3482 says, FYI, I've been in normal rescue for over a decade. You can get that kitten fixed at 3 months or 2 pounds. There's a chance that by 6 months, he can actually make kittens himself. Unless he's going to make the kittens with the dogs, that's unlikely. But he is starting to use the dog door, so that could be an issue. That said, follow the advice of your vet. Yeah, they told us 6 months. I am itching. Like, believe me, when that 6-month day hits, his little butt is going to be sore because he's going straight to the vet. That's the vet we
have a
go
little bit
to.
left before we can take him in. I'm thinking in January we can take him in and get him neutered.
Yeah, the vet we go to, it's not that they can't be neutered before 6 months. The vet we go to is more of a large animal clinic, and they won't do it before 6 months. So it's just it's a preference for their business, which is fine. We'll keep an eye on him and keep him away from the ladies. He's in the house pretty much all the time. He goes outside, and when he goes outside, it's a fenced backyard, and he's with the dogs. Not to say he's not a smart enough cat to get out of a fenced backyard, but so far he has not been motivated to. And there is a really large, really mean, really pissed off tomcat that roams around there. So if he jumped out of the backyard, I have a feeling he'd be jumping back in pretty quick. Let's see where we at. AJ John says, I have a friend that uses a grounding mat on their bed for pain and inflammation and says it works.
Hey,
that's awesome.
Is that who I think it is?
I don't know.
That's AJ.
AJ.
The lady from in town.
Oh, really?
Car parts. Yes.
Awesome.
AJ Johnson. Sorry to call out your name. I apologize.
Yeah, I have no idea about that grounding mat. I just thought it would be a really funny idea to wire it up the other way. Attica. Oh, it's in there. Okay. And it's a multi-pack. Yeah, I just thought it'd be fun to wire that thing up the other way around and let the kids have it and see if we could electrocute someone. But that's just kind of the family humor we use.
Yep.
Chick Picker says, love your video, being familiar with the stages of grief as I lost my husband 9 years ago. I'm sorry to hear that. It really does make a lot of sense. I've been a full-time reseller for 10 years, and I was also had the longest running reselling show for 5 years. What? You had the longest running reselling show? Now you have to tell us what it is.
You have to tell us what it is.
You can't just throw that out there and then not say what it was. What are you doing to me here? I have to know what it was. You got to tell me now. I was an everything seller, then a clothing seller, then an everything seller. I have completely niched down to one niche and downsized my warehouse to a smaller unit. Best thing I ever did. Change is great. Key thing is don't let the stuff dictate your business. Make your business for what you need it to be. Love y'all. Thank you very much. That's awesome. Sounds like you've done this. You've been around the block on this a few times. But I really do have to kind of know what that show was now, because that's something we will definitely go watch. Let us know in the comments. All right, here we got Upstate Picker. Guys, if I just saw this. If you guys haven't seen Upstate Picker's channel, he's got a channel. There's not a lot of subs on it. It's a newer channel. Well, actually, I don't know if it's a newer channel. It's new to me. I just started watching it. Really good content. So if you haven't checked out the Upstate Picker, go find it on YouTube. Give them a subscribe. Matter of fact, tell them Grams and Pops sent you over. Let's see if we can't get them a little bit closer to that point where YouTube starts giving back a little bit. But Upstate Picker says, I love finding Denim. Denin?
Yeah, that
oh, the
glass
mug
that I
we
had
sold.
that,
Denin
yeah.
mugs. Also, I can read. I can, just not today. Also look for Sunset Hill Pottery. They both do custom mugs for various companies, and some are individually numbered. I've sold several over the years for hundreds. Yeah, that one, I think we got that mug. Where'd we say, in a storage unit or something?
No, that came from one of our mystery boxes.
From our mystery boxes. So we didn't even buy that intentionally. We just kind of ended up with it, but it turned out all right. I can't complain that when a mug sells for a decent amount. America West Vacation, score big. That's an old movie gallery. Confidence. Okay, well, it's in there. So yeah, thanks for the tip on the pottery, and now we kind of know to look for those mugs too. I didn't realize that brand was a thing. We just happened to get that one. Senior Reseller says, dang, I have 3 returns pending too. All don't fit, so that's nice, as opposed to claiming 9 ad. Also have an item not received international. That one should clear itself up pretty easy for you. The item not received, they can send us all day long. I don't care, because it's very rarely I'm going to lose that or you're going to lose that. You just have to wait for the tracking to show, and if the tracking doesn't show, the post office will pay it out anyway. So those ones don't bother me. This don't fit crap, when you put every measurement in the world in the listing, those suck, but those bother Teresa more than me.
Well, those ones don't really bother me because we don't pay the shipping back.
Oh, that's right, on our
any
clothing
that we have that do not fit,
Yep,
they pay
we
the
don't.
shipping back. The only ones that annoy me the most are the ones that, like, we have one that I got to pick up at the post office today that was changed my mind.
Yep.
They got it on November 17th, and they waited until December 1st to open a return. It was a charger, or what do you call those?
I don't know what you're
The
talking
cords
about.
it was an AC adapter for a, like, Bragg cooler, but it wasn't Bragg. It
Oh.
was a different brand. So, to me, I think they rented it.
They-
And now they're
yeah.
sending it back because they don't need it anymore. They did their 2 weeks of therapy.
They probably did. Oh, well. Not a big deal. Rebecca Santa. Am I reading? Yeah, Rebecca Santa. Merry Christmas. If you have 4 stores, how many total items do you have listed? That's a good question. I know we have about 3,200 on our main.
We have 3,140 on our main store. Let me do some math.
So
Hold on, let me
list-
pull up my calculator.
I think
3,140 plus I have 1,060 on my store.
And I think I'm a little over 2,200 or something on mine.
And then
Maybe-
this store has what, maybe 100?
Oh, no, it's got way more than that. It's probably got 600, 700.
So we have a total of 7,000 items,
Yep.
roughly, give or take.
That's where we are now. Now we do, like my store in specific grows pretty fast because when I'm listing, I'm doing about 100 a day. And so it grows pretty quick when I'm active on it. This media store, we've just kind of started, so it doesn't have a lot. I have a ton of inventory. We have a lot of DVDs. We have a ton of records, stuff like that. But the ephemera store is actually doing pretty well for us. It's like, I really like that store. I enjoy it. So I tend to put more attention there. Teresa's Dapper
Mine
and
is doing really
Dazzle
good.
store.
I have like a $3,300 90-day total now.
Teresa's store is doing really well and she enjoys it. So we tend to put more attention there. I mean, it's kind of one of those things. That's really scratched up. It's kind of one of those things where this one is getting a little kicked into the bushes and ignored a bit. But we have the time right now. Like right now is when we have the time to push forward on it. So I think we're gonna, by the time spring hits, this store should be a 4,000 or 5,000 item store as well. And I think we have plenty of inventory to kind of kickstart that and get it in that direction. So it won't get us all the way there, but it'll certainly get us started to where we're moving in that direction. Good question. Let's see. Cobra Boxing says, like Cobra Kai?
Cobra Kai.
I'm going to start lowering my prices and my promoted listing percentage by half. You're going to lower your prices by half too? Price and promoted listings by... I mean, that would work. That would certainly work. You'll move some inventory. We price kind of at the bottom of the market anyway. We always try and price $1 or $2 below the bottom of the market. And I know that's not popular with a lot of people. They say we're driving prices down. It's just not true. But so I don't think we could. We have enough margin. We could cut our prices in half and still make money. But that's like fire sale. And we've done that before. But we do it pretty selectively. Chels 77541 says, yes, you can sort with the SKU. That's what I do. Yeah, we found that out afterwards. And I think a few other people mentioned that too, that you could sort by SKU. Still doesn't help us
With our promotions.
with our promotions. You could sort by SKU, but it would still be a very manual process, which is kind of the whole point of Promo Nomo. That's why we went that route. We didn't want to be investing that time in with the amount of inventory we have and the amount of listings we plan to have. It would just be, you wouldn't be able to maintain it. Like you'd spend a half a day every day just moving listings around. So sort by SKU is great, and I'm glad they have that. Still wouldn't help us in the grand scheme of things. BLKSBTH. Hi there. I agree with the others. I definitely enjoy these videos over the ones with both of you side by side. Keep up the good work. I think, Teresa, you just might be out of a job.
Suck it. I'm on this too, so.
We're just gonna get rid of Teresa. We'll just have Saturday shop talk with Pops.
Now that everybody likes you. Not everybody likes you.
Well, you don't even like me, so
Not everybody likes you.
we're gonna put Teresa out to pasture.
Did you just call me a cow again?
Well, no, you put horses out to pasture too.
Yeah, but they got big asses too.
What are you saying? You got a big ass? See, you guys, you got me in trouble. I don't know how to pronounce your name, whoever left that comment. You just got me in trouble. And it's all your fault. It wasn't me saying stuff I shouldn't say. Mr. Bill TX, regarding the bad economy comments, I've heard this quote for many years, and it sure seems to be true. Those who are paying the least complain the most. As far as targeting people who do have disposable income, many successful people that I know target people who own over 100K a year, whether it be e-commerce, brick and mortar, or real estate. Yeah, we talked about that last Saturday or the Saturday before. It's an unpopular opinion. I'll say that. It's an unpopular thing to say because nobody wants to hear somebody say, don't sell to poor people. Nobody wants to hear people say, I'm only going to sell to people with money. I get that. But there's the other side to that. If you keep selling to poor people, you're going to be a poor people. And if you really have the moral high ground on that, if you really want to stand up and say, I help poor people, sell to people with money and take that money and do something for poor people. That's the right way to help poor people, not selling them stuff undervalued and then dealing with them bitching and whining because they want a discount or they couldn't afford it, or my brother's uncle's dog just died and I could really use this for my niece because she's sad. Get out of that market. Sell to people that have the money. And then if you want to help those people, help those people. And that's, for me anyway, that's the right way to go about it. If you've got that soft spot in your heart and you want to help people, and I think everybody does. I think everybody would like to help somebody. Do it the right way. You can't do it if you're broke too. Rob something says, completely agree on selling in a down economy. Target those who do have money. Yeah, same thing. Bottom of the barrel buyers with bottom of the barrel products. Yeah, that's kind of always how we've operated. I don't like selling things to people who really are strapped for money because I get it when they negotiate. I get it when they're trying to get an extra 25 cents off because an extra 25 cents to them matters.
It does. But the other thing too that I guess I want to say, and it might sound hard and ruthless, but if you're going to send me your sob story and you're saying that you can only afford this, somebody said it best in one of our things that maybe you shouldn't be spending your money on the wants. You should be keeping your money for the needs and not begging for.
Well, that's true, but I also don't think I'm not in charge of their money. They can make bad financial decisions on their own. I'm not going to tell them what to make for a decision. That's up to each individual, but I think the point came across okay in our video, and I didn't get too much hate for it, so I appreciate you guys commenting on it. Secondhand Life Shop says, I agree. Stop catering to the thinking that there is a recession. Broke people probably weren't buying from you in the first place. Yeah. And I hope not. I hope they weren't. And if they were, I hope they were making good financial decisions and they could afford it. AZ Cat Sue. Okay, let's talk Etsy. Oh, this is our Etsy question. I have currently only 933 items on eBay. What do you mean only? That's almost 1,000 items. That's a lot of items, Sue. that's like 900 more items than most people selling on eBay. Etsy, I have 260. During the time I watched this, I sold 2 items on Etsy from Wednesday through today, Saturday, 6 on eBay, 13 on Etsy, all of which were cross-listed. I'm obviously not a large seller. Still have my day job. My List Perfectly sales analytics shows Etsy is 47% of my sales. That's for a 30-day period. That's awesome. And that does kind of answer some questions too.
So I guess my curiosity then would be too, is what are you selling on Etsy?
Was probably just vintage stuff. I think she said once before. Personally, I'm still not promoting as I'm doing pretty well on Etsy this fourth quarter. If or when I can ramp up my listing inventory, promoting may pay off. I do love your new system. I'm pretty sure it will be amazing for those who want or need to promote. P.S. I love it when Teresa says, Sue!
She got it twice in this video.
So it sounds, I mean, if I'm reading this right, it sounds like Etsy can be a full-time thing for some. Like it is a platform that can work if you give it the attention.
If you love it, it will help you.
And I kind of suspected as much, but I wasn't sure. I never hear anybody talk about Etsy in the way as running a business on Etsy outside of like the crafter markets, the 3D print guys and the laser engraver guys. I know they make a living on Etsy, but I very rarely hear anybody talking about it in the secondhand good market. So it's good to hear. It sounds like if you give Etsy the attention, it'll pay attention back. So that's good to hear. Tina, the Lake Exchange says, I managed to get sick before Thanksgiving, so I had to cancel the family coming, but no need getting others sick with this crud. Glad you enjoyed the time with your grandkids. I'm sorry to hear that, Tina. That sucks. I would hate spending a holiday alone, especially for an illness. That's crappy. Well, I hope Christmas goes much better for you. Luton Co. says, you made our day. Thank you for acknowledging us. Always great to hear what y'all have to say. One of our biggest inspirations. Thank you guys very much.
I do have to make a comment to Luton Co. I only know you as Luton Co. I don't
Yeah,
know
what are
if
your
I-
names?
I don't know if I've ever paid attention to your TikToks to find out what your names are, but message me on TikTok and tell me your names.
Yep. She's shown me your stuff on TikTok more than once, but I don't think I've ever caught your names. Let us know your names so we can quit calling you Luton Co. Unless you want us to keep calling you Luton Co. That's fine too. Wesley Mode says, congrats on Promo Nomo launch. Thank you. Huge achievement. Well deserved. Love that you built it directly from your own business model instead of theory. As soon as I'm fully back in full-time eBay grind, I'll definitely be adding this to my toolbox. Really proud of what you've launched. Thank you, Wes. It was a big job, and you're absolutely right. We built it for us, and it has been being helpful for other people. The launch has been going great, and we've been getting some good feedback from it, and we're still improving it. So I appreciate the kind words. And Red Piano says, oh yes, you can sort in SKU order. Yeah, we went over that. And to be fair, Red Piano left his comment first. I'm reading all these from newest to oldest, so I appreciate you commenting on this. Let's see, who do we got here? Mariah, Lost in Wonder. I'm a part-time reseller, solo parent of a toddler. I have only been on eBay a year, Poshmark, Facebook, Mercari for years. But I'm only a small store, around 300 items. This month on Posh, I have only had a few orders. But just today, I had 3 sales on eBay. I typically only have a couple a week. 2 out of the 3 sold within 2 days, and death pile items I found when unpacking from our move. Love watching you guys. Thank you, Mariah.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. And congratulations on the sales. I hope those keep up all the way through fourth quarter for you. Crystal says, I left a very useful comment. It came up on the screen and you skipped right over it. Disappointing. But you read some that made no sense to read. Well, they all make sense to read. I try and read everybody's comments unless they're just like a book and I can't fit them on one screenshot. That makes them very hard to read on air.
And he has ADD, so.
And I do get a bit distracted. So I didn't skip it on purpose. Know that. I don't skip comments on purpose, even when they're calling us out for stuff. Like if you put it in there and I can read it, I will read it. And sometimes I just miss a few. So I apologize. T Brown L says, I'm doing inventory today and I have several items that I had listed no longer showing up as listed. They have disappeared. I only sell on eBay. Have you or your listeners ever experienced this? Yes. We do an inventory once a year. And when we start going through, we have all the totes down our rows here. We go through one tote at a time. We inventory it with the eBay app up. And as we get done, we put a little smiley face sticker on it so we know. Or we actually, no, this year we have dates on them. So we know when we inventoried them. And we have found several items that were older items that they were just gone. They weren't on eBay, but they were still in our totes. So it does happen, which is a good argument for always doing inventory at least once a year. Silver Hair Stacker said, good show. I hope I'm as smart as you two when I grow up. Todd.
Isn't that Todd?
Todd. I think you're doing just fine, Todd. TikTok says, thank you for the answer to my post. You're welcome. Thank you for posting, and thank you for watching. And no, that's not it. We have more. Joe Mechanic said, I used an inventory number and a date in the SKU field. It serves 2 purposes. First, it's obvious, so I know where the item is, and second, to track when the item was listed. I put November 25th. Yeah, he's putting the date and the location in there. Works so when I can end and relist those, it works for me. Yeah, and that's the important part. It works for you. Doesn't for us. We have too many items and not enough time. Doing it the manual way just doesn't work for us. But the way you're explaining it works for a ton of people, way more than not. So there's nothing wrong with doing it that way. It's a smart way to do it. Pam says she loves the tool name. Thank you, Pam. Oh, that was it. That was it, guys. We finished. That's the end of the comments. We had like 31 comments from last week, and I think I got every single one. I don't think I missed any this time. So I appreciate you guys being here, and we will see you guys Wednesday.